Live from downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma's own News on 6 starts now.
Today marks the end of an era for a historic church in downtown Tulsa, where the congregation is headed next in the new vision for their future home. 4th of July is around the corner, and some fireworks sellers are already bracing for next year's supply issues. What's lighting a fuse under prices and what's behind the slowdown? Good morning, I'm Jayden Brannon. Thank you for joining us on 6 in the morning this Sunday. Cleanup continues in McAlester this morning after a powerful tornado-warned storm left destruction through the town. The storm damaged buildings in the historic part of downtown. Business owners say they've been trying to bring life back to the town before the storms.
We're trying to revive, Old Town, and we've got a lot of antique stores here, and we all are pretty close. We have an Old Town association. We meet once a month and try to, do stuff for Old Town. And we get a lot of visitors in from out of town, so it's an important part.
McAlester city manager says no one was hurt during yesterday's storms. The city says it's giving residents more access to the landfill to help with removing storm debris. We'll have those dates and hours posted at newson6.com. Lloyd Johnson of Tannehill sent us this video. It's just northwest of that McAlester storm. He says he was shooting the video right before the tornado sirens went off. Lloyd, we want to thank you for sending this in, and others can send in storm pictures or damage photos to us by emailing pics@newson6.net. An Edmond man is dead after OHP says he drowned at Keystone Lake Friday night. Troopers say 58-year-old Ian Galloway slipped off the back of a boat or dock near Pier 51 just before midnight and never resurfaced. Investigators say he wasn't wearing a life jacket. New this morning, Tulsa police say a man has died after a single vehicle crash on 31st Street South near the county line. Officers say they responded to the scene around 9:40 last night. Police say Lee Blong was traveling westbound when he departed from the road and overcorrected. They say Blong was not wearing a seatbelt when the vehicle left the road, rolled multiple times, and ejected him. Officers say he was rushed to the hospital but later died from his injuries. Tulsa police say there were 6 passengers in the car, all who had minor injuries and were treated at the scene. Today is the deadline for Oklahoma's mental health agency to finalize and begin implementing a court-ordered plan to improve treatment for inmates declared incompetent to stand trial. The plan stems from a class action lawsuit accusing the state of violating inmate rights by delaying access to care. A new law now tasks a mental health officer with overseeing progress and reducing wait times. Lawmakers say it's a step toward fixing a system that's failed for years and ensuring vulnerable Oklahomans get the help they need. President Trump says he's sending the National Guard to Los Angeles to control growing protests over federal immigration raids. Saturday night, law enforcement used rubber bullets and tear gas to disperse crowds after protests turned violent, with at least one car set on fire. Protesters say immigration enforcement unfairly targets working class communities. California's governor says Trump's move will, quote, only escalate tensions, end quote. The Pentagon says active duty Marines could be deployed if violence continues. And we're less than a month away from the 4th of July, and fireworks suppliers say they're feeling the impact of tariffs. Sellers say they're having some issues when it comes to imports on certain types of fireworks, mainly for next year's supply.
We order fireworks a year in advance, so it takes about a year to get them in. And at the time when we ordered, they were 5%, so 30% higher than what we were expecting on paying.
Experts say with tariffs on certain Chinese-made goods, there's now a hold on ordering some products to be shipped to the U.S. And today is the First Christian Church of Tulsa's last day of services in its original building after 100 years of prayers. News on 6's Eden Jones is live with more on this move. Good morning, Eden. Today, the Compassion Women's Center plans to release butterflies in honor of babies lost through miscarriage, stillbirth, and infants. It's the 5th annual Butterfly Trail. Families who have experienced the loss are invited to join and release a butterfly from 2 to 3:30 this afternoon. It'll be at the Claremore Teaching Gardens on Camden Street. You can find how to reserve a butterfly on the Compassion Women's Center's Facebook page. Thank you, Chloe. Oklahoma has a new queen and she's ready to make a difference. We're learning about Miss Oklahoma 2025 and what she's focusing on. Plus, families are already bracing for another scorching hot summer, with rising heat taking a real toll. What experts say we can do to protect our health and our wallet.